Hello and welcome to the show. I am here on GTA 5 trying to get away from the army once again, and my vehicle of choice today is the Ford Capri. I really do quite like the Capri. It is unlikely to be quite as ridiculously fast as the Jaguar that went out last time. However, it certainly should still hold its own. I mean, let's face it, the Deus and the Dacias of this world have confused the GTA 5 army, so I'm hoping that the Ford Capri might be able to give them a run for their money as well. Now this is I think it's got kind of like a racing kit on the Capri, which could potentially cause it some issues. As you can see, really rather quite low to the ground in places, but yeah, I think it should put up a good fight. I'm hoping, I'd quite like to see the Capri be able to manage to get away. Its yeah, off-roading ability may be a little bit of a problem. It's also quite a tail-happy car, although it does get changed direction really quite well. I do like the way that the Capri here handles. So that oh, the army guy's already knocked a policeman off his motorbike. The slalom out of this initial area here shouldn't be too bad in the Ford. It's yeah, dealt with that with relative ease, I've got to say. That's always quite nice when you can get through there so nice and easily. The off-road, the bushes actually haven't really caused much of an issue. I might not have quite hit them in the same way, but sometimes just bouncing your way down there can cause trouble for the car. But this one seems to have no issue going down there. It's all of a sudden got really rather foggy. It's not the ideal conditions for running away from the army, but oh well, never mind. Can we get on the... Oi, there goes that little bit of that oversteer. Let's get on to the motorway. We took a couple of bullets, I'm guessing, from a helicopter somewhere. Right, let's see how you fare. Whoa, don't freak out the civilian cars. That's the last thing I need, them swerving about and causing problems. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yes, straight line speed. Straight line speed in this thing is okay. I mean, we're cruising along here at 90 miles an hour, but it's not going to give us much more. I say much more. We'll maybe get up to the 100 or so. It's not going to be the 140, 150 that we could do in the Jaguar. It's just not got the speed of that car. But it makes up for it with some fantastic control. So I'm hoping I can be able to weave my way in and out of the barracks and all other manner of army vehicles. At least that's the plan here. Oh, I wasn't sure I could get through that gap, but I slammed on my brakes, and now we might be in trouble. Probably not as much trouble as that barracks that's gone and got itself stuck in a ditch. Yes, army guys, crash into one another. It's really helping when you do all of that. We're going to have to swerve our way around there. Haha! Just about managed to get past him. Cargo Bob's flying a little bit on the low side. Again, we're having to take to the off-road. It's managing these transitions from the tarmac here to the dirt with relative ease. It's not spinning wildly out of control. We're also not getting nudged all the way by the army cars, which is quite useful. Having that, we're going to try and use... Oh, I was going to try and use the traffic to block the army car come across. It didn't quite work, and then we found some bigger bumps, and then we did have a spin across there. Okay, not quite as good off-road as I'd initially claimed. Perhaps not too surprising. Although the Crusader... Oh, I thought the Crusader had rolled. Damn it, that's disappointing. We've made it to the city anyway with only minor contact with an army car at a spin and a slight bump into a tree, and that's it. So that's pretty good going for the Ford so far, and we've found ourselves out of the wanted radius already, which is always useful. But losing the army at that point there is kind of quite useless. I can try hiding up here, but it never really works. The road's too close. There's just nowhere to really hide around. So losing the wanted rating there is kind of useless. Using the wanted rating here is a little bit better, but still, again, I've not really got anywhere that I can go that I can make the most of having lost the wanted rating out here. And I'm actually a little bit penned in with crash barriers. Not a problem that I foresaw. I don't normally end up heading off in this direction, and I've not got the ground clearance to climb over that. Damn it, we're going to have to go back down this way. I think that's a helicopter that must be hovering around above me. Right, back onto tarmac road. Jesus, that thing was really flying along down here. Ooh, don't get too sideways. Yeah, quite an oversteery vehicle, this one certainly can be. Oh, that's some barracks in that's a very well placed roadblock just over the crest of the hill, because you can't see them until you've already taken it, and it's quite easy to take a lot of speed there. Random things exploding, I don't know what they were, but we're fine. That's the important thing in all of that. Oh, okay, right, now we're going to be bouncing our way down the alleyways and have actually managed to lose the army already. Bouncing down these alleyways, we have lost the army. Unfortunately, where I found myself was not a particularly good place for hiding, but they're having a few issues. keeping up with the Capri, which is always good news for me when when I'm trying to get away from the army. Oops, slide our way down here. Police car has crashed straight into a wall. Again, I like to see that sort of thing. We do have some issues off-roading though. There's a couple of times I've just noticed the car be getting unhappy with something. It's really unhappy there. Oh, that's another army truck. We don't want to be finding that. Again, not finding myself in particularly good places to shake the army around here, but I am getting out of the cone of vision really very, very well in the Capri. Its agility, its ability to get around these tight corners and carry lots of speed and dodge and weave its way out of the army's grasp is coming in very, very handy. Oh, hello barracks. Again, you're not going to be able to really do very much to slow this down. Brakes pretty good. Pretty good on this car. I can change direction and fire myself down here. The helicopters are just about keeping up for now, but oh, that's a very solid thing. That's not what we wanted to really... We can't really punch our way through the lampposts particularly well. We're missing a front bumper now. I wonder if now that we've lost all of that, or kind of like the front scoop almost on it, I don't know what a better word to call it. Now that we've lost that, perhaps we won't have the issues when it was bouncing around off-road. It got unhappy with something, and I don't know what it was. So perhaps with that now gone, it'll actually make the vehicle vastly improved for traversing this city. Again, found ourselves out of the wanted radius. Can we really potentially lose them inside the movie studio? This would definitely be a first. Probably not, because there's a lot of security guards around here. Forgot about them. Well, I kind of hoped I had gone away that there wasn't going to be security guards. Apparently not. This might actually do the trick. I don't think I've ever lost army or police inside the movie studio. I'm going to give it a damn good shot, though. I'm hoping the army may get clustered up by the entrances. They can often crash vehicles and the soldiers get stuck behind the vehicles, not be able to climb over. Helicopters are unlikely to be able to see me under here. Although if the soldiers do get through, I am rather close to one of the gates. Hopefully they were following me and are behind over in that direction. That's what we're going for. That's what we're hoping for. In this instance, the Capri is looking a little worse for wear, I will be honest. It's quite a sorry sight, actually, on the front there. It's taken quite a few bullets. If army guys do find me, I could also be in a little bit of shtuck, not having a huge amount of, well, we can go forwards a bit. It's just a little bit of a tight area, so quite susceptible to getting shot at an awful lot. But this is looking pretty promising, actually, for the Capri. Please don't have someone come around the corner. Please don't come fast enough to look for the Ford. It's not in the movie studio. Ignore the security guard that said the orange Ford came this way. It didn't. Honestly, go look somewhere else, please. Please give up. They did as well. That's pretty damn good going from the Capri there. How close did the army get? Not very. Oh, I forgot how narrow it was down here. So they got in. They just didn't know where to go once they had found their way in. Oh. We're a little bit stuck there. Oh, hello. No, don't mind me. I'll let you go first, officers. You're good to go there. Well. The Capri, that's pretty damn good time as well. Got into the city. The army had no answer for it. The cornering ability of the Capri was just too much for the army. This could carry so much speed, change direction so well. Really very, very good fun car to drive, this one. And, yeah, could get away inside the movie studio of all places. That is definitely a first for me in this series. Well, the Capri has proved its worth against the army when it comes to outrunning it within the city. I wonder how it might fare tackling the dangerous road. So, a very impressive performance from the Ford when it comes to the city. But off-roading is likely to be this car's downfall. You never know, though. Never expected the original Daewoo to make it down the dangerous road, and it did. Let's see if the Capri can. It probably would be quite useful if the front bumper falls off before I get to the dangerous road, because I think that might have been what was causing some of the issues with the with the car. I think it bounced across a curb at one point and then got unhappy with some boxes. So yeah, if we can lose the front bumper, might be quite useful. No, don't shoot the roof of the car. Shoot the bumper bit. Okay, if we can do that. Jesus, that helicopter is flying a little bit low. Now, this dangerous road challenge is not only difficult because, well, the dangerous road is very narrow and the army like to block it up, but it's also because we've got to try and survive getting to it. It's a fairly tough drive, in all honesty. That could have gone really badly wrong. Very, very nearly had the Capri fall into a ditch and get well and truly stuck down there. Yeah, it's not the easiest of paths to get to the starting point even for this. I'm hoping the Capri will prove to be strong enough. I mean, to be fair, it never actually took that much punishment in the last one. Yes, it did take a few bullets, but it was so good at dodging the trucks that we didn't actually take that many heavy collisions. I can't actually think if do we have any big shunts from the army vehicles? Not particularly. So, yeah, I don't know how it's going to fare if it does start taking damage. How much damage is going to be required? Will the wheels bend up? Don't know. Enough speed though to weave out of the way of them, so we can avoid them, which is hopefully good for. Whoa, that messer nearly fell over. I couldn't decide which way he was going, but they're going to block each other over, which is useful. I could go through there. Oh, brakes and change direction. I love this car. It's a really very, very good car to drive, although there are going to start getting so many army vehicles down here that it's going to start getting quite difficult to keep dodging. And it's fine when you've got a nice wide piece of road, but down here it does start getting quite narrow, but still, I was going to say, but still it was going well until we suddenly found the front of a barracks. Okay, that was a little bit unfortunate for me. We don't actually have, okay, we lose a little bit of traction as well. So, yeah, trying to get going again. It spins its wheels, and it certainly can't push the army cars around. We don't have the power or the grip to be pushing them around. I might just hide over here. Well, we're taking a couple of, three maybe fairly hefty whacks. We're going up here now, apparently. Managed to clear over that. I don't know what it is then. Have we lost? No, we haven't lost the front bar. I don't know what it is then that was getting caught up when it comes to off-roading. We might have to go a little bit more extreme over this way. Yeah, this thing can weave out of the way very, very well, but of course you do need some space to be able to do the weaving, and through there it was just getting too crowded. Managing, it's holding its own, bouncing across there, no major issues. A little bit wider down here should suit the Ford quite nicely for weaving out of the way of oncoming kamikaze army vehicles. Right, you're not going to get back into your thing in time, so I can go around that side. And now we are, got to navigate the bridges. These things are always terrifying. There's 3 of them. That's the first one dealt with. They gradually get worse and worse. Okay, right, we're fine. We're around there. Right, there's some cars negated the next bridge. Now, we can avoid the next bridge with a bit of bravery. You can, if need be, go down here, which is where I'm going to take the Capri. I tell a lie. There's 4 bridges. I forgot about one of them. Yeah, there are 4 bridges to navigate. This next one up here is again equally troublesome. Okay, that was the front end getting caught on stuff. Right, I need speed. If I'm going to try and cross the water here, you can do it. But you do need some speed, and I kind of have some fears with this car. It'd be very easy to drown, being such a low vehicle. Fortunately, in faffing about off-roading there, I've actually managed to confuse the army and then left me a nice gap. So I didn't need to worry about trying to plough it through the water. I have jumped through the water a few times with cars down there. It will work. I just don't particularly want to do it. It's just another unnecessary huge risk to take. This is one of the worst bridges of the lot because there is no other way around it. You have to go across it, but that great agility from the Capri has got me across no problem. We've made it to the dangerous road, which is good going. Sorry, hiker, but kind of in a little bit of a hurry here. Whee, there goes one army vehicle. It's the big old barracks. These are the biggest problem for this. He's lost control of the vehicle, though, which is always useful. The Crusaders rolled before he got here. Again, useful. Is the barracks going to get turned? No, he is not. Oh! Flying attack from the Messer stopped me, but that's about the safest point on course that could have happened at. Barracks isn't making that turn down here. Oh no, this is where we're going to have problems now. I don't have the power to push the Messer out of the way. Oh, but they've left me a nice gap. I can go through there. Again, you can squash me against that wall, but that's not really any danger for me there. This is where it's going to get a little bit risky. Something's gone down. Come on, Capri. Come on, Capri. Oh, it's not going to do it. It's not going to do it. We've fallen off. There was too narrow a space. Okay, can we get forward any? We found some movement. I can see where I could probably get up. It's not going to do it, though. The Ford is wedged. That was a fear. That was a fear that I had. As good as it is at navigating, as I said, it needs that bit more space. It needs that space to be able to weave out of the way. And on the dangerous road, we got an unfortunate placed barracks, and the Capri is now stuck. It's not going to go. Damn it. If we're falling off just a little bit later, I think we could have found some traction and moved forwards. But nope, it didn't quite make it down there. It did very, very well, but not quite enough. Well, just for the fun of it, I'm going to give the Capri a try at going up Chiliad, because army vehicles being thrown directly at you is always amusing on here. I think the Capri might stand a good chance with its ability to, well, we've seen how good it is at slaloming away from vehicles. I fear it'll probably be a similar story. Trying to get up Chiliad, I fear we're going to have exactly the same thing. The path is just simply not wide enough for the Capri to make the most of its ability to dodge stuff. Inside the city, it's fantastic, but on these roads, or on these narrow roads that I'm now testing it on, is where things go a little bit wrong. You know, ooh, I didn't think he was going to have the speed to do that. May have miscalculated. That was an unnecessary early hit. Ooh. That was a big hit as well from the Crusader. That's really buckled up the side of the car. I mean, the car is actually holding up pretty well. The car has took a fair few hits last time out and kept going. There were no issues with it. Ooh, I couldn't quite get... I committed my direction a little too soon there. Couldn't quite get changed back in time where I wanted to. Never mind. Yeah, we're going to go up the really dangerous side of Chiliad, because why on earth not, basically. Right, outrun down here, boot it along the train tracks. The helicopters can't quite follow, really, down this part, which is all good. And, well, he's just about keeping up. They're not really in range of shooting anymore, but I'm not really losing them massively. Oh well, either way, we're back on the road. We can dodge that lot. We do have the speed now. How are we going to fare at Chiliad? I fear we might not quite have the power. The Jaguar did so well, and without the leaky fuel tank, the Jaguar probably would have made it to the top and down the other side, no problem, but it did so well because it had so much power that it could climb back up again when needed. Ooh! I managed to block the messes in. The Capri can hold its own in a little bit of argy-bargy with the army. But only a little bit, a large bit, and then that's when we start having issues. I'm hoping the fuel tank won't let the car down as we climb up here. The problem, if you like, with this Chiliad climb, whichever way you climb it, is that you do tend to go quite slowly as you're going up it, which gives the helicopter ample time to aim and shoot at you, and eventually a bullet is going to nick the fuel tank. The car will spit fire, although admittedly there's a side exit exhaust on this, so maybe it won't set fire to itself, although I don't know. I don't know where the fuel tank will leak from on the car. Right, Crusader is gone. That's not going to... Well, it did get stopped, which I'm quite impressed by, and the Messer got me as well, but I survived. I weathered that early storm. That's not a sight you want to see. That is a terrifying sight to behold. He's not going to be able to get turned down there, and I do still have the power and traction to climb up this bit here. Again, you know, they're seeing where I am far too late and can't change their direction. Oi! Flying Crusader. I'm going to have to go this side of the rocks. Oh, because I've got to avoid them. They are so dangerous. The barracks are by far my biggest fear in all of this. I'm pretty sure they've got better as well at aiming down here. They do seem to fare better than the early attempts that I did climbing up here. This is where we have issues, though. I don't have the power in the Capri to quite do it the same way that we did with the Jag. The Jag got so far simply by ignoring the path, and it could because it had such a glorious amount of power and pretty damn good traction. That Messer is dedicated to his off-roading cause and took out a barracks with him on the way up. Well done. Well done. Whey, there goes another Messer, tumbling out of control. God knows where that thing's going. That's actually going to get me. Well done. He actually found some control of his truck to nail the front of the Capri. But I've got it back together again. We went soaring, but not all the way down. So we have got control again of the Fords. Ah, that was unfortunate. There was... oh, God, the barracks is coming as well. But actually, you can give me a nudge if I get stuck, okay? Can we have those a little bit of a deal? Okay, if I get stuck, you can give me a nudge. No, not go for a pit maneuver. Pit maneuver bad. Pit maneuver really bad. Barracks is coming again. Oh, that was close. That was super, super close. Oh, no. I've avoided the barracks and I get taken out by a messer that was all out of control. To be fair, there were two choices there. It was either be on the road and get crashed off by a barracks, or be off the road and get crashed off by a rolling... the fuel tank's gone. The Capri's had it. Similar story to the Jaguar, really. While it can just about hold its own... Oh, it set fire to the entire mountain. Yeah. While it can hold its own to an extent, the stationary time and the chance of the fuel tank getting caught on fire is too great, and we don't have the power to go fully off the trail. It just spins the wheels in the Capri. But all in all, certainly for the tarmac stuff, that Capri is a damn good car. Lovely thing to drive. The army didn't know what to do with it once I got it into the city. It was just far too quick, far too good at ducking in and out of alleyways and carrying speed and slaloming out of the way of the oncoming assaults, which is very impressive from the Ford. Off-road doesn't fare so well. Spins the wheels a little too much, and it does need space to make the most of its kind of agility. You need a bit of a wider road, to be able to dodge the oncoming army attacks. It eventually just gets too much, and the fuel tank is a little bit susceptible to bullets once more on the climb up Chiliad. But I thoroughly enjoyed driving the car. Great thing for driving, certainly on the tarmac stuff anyway. Really rather fun vehicle. But that is it for this video. I'll put a link to all of the mods that I have used in the description so you can download them, have a go with them yourself. But thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.